O'Neill Outside is presented each week by Rockwell Tools, when quitting is not an option.
Hello again, everyone. I'm O'Neill Williams, and welcome to our program. Very, very special show today. Well, I say they're all special, and they are. Today is the reward for the fall contest. Remember a few years ago? The fall contest was a trip, and David Horde from South Carolina, he and his wife won the trip. They're here today with about 20 other people in our group. We're fishing at Cajun Vista Lodge, 19 miles south of New Orleans, with lots of fabulous guides, fabulous fishing, fabulous food and lodging, all at Cajun Vista Lodge. Why don't you plan the trip? You'll find out all about it today if you watch O'Neill Outside. When David and I arrived, the weather was a bit nasty, and when you make a trip like that, go fishing anyway.
Bit it right at the boat.
There's a keeper trout.
That's right.
That's a keeper trout. Get him up, David. Good for you.
Bit it
You
right.
broke the ice, brother.
I see trout have soft mouths, and when you hook them, typically, you see what a hook was, and it makes a big hole like that, and a hook will come right back out. That's why you got to keep tension on your line all the time. And then when they come out the water, you got to go right out the water into the boat with them, because if you dangle them over the water, they're gonna
come out.
fall off.
Awesome. Not bad.
Not at all.
Trout.
A little bigger one.
Yeah, swing him up. Man, you got the touch, brother. I want to show you this bait. I want to show you the bait that David is using. I've got a package of it so you can see it better. That is a sea trout, or sometimes up on the East Coast they're called spotted weakfish. But before I get away, stay right there. David is the winner of a contest. He's from South Carolina, and he entered how many times?
Numerous times. Daily.
Daily, did you?
As much as I could.
That's right. So he's on a trip there. He won last year from our fall contest, and the payoff is pretty good, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's right. And he's already got the touchdown. This is a spot. This on the East Coast, he's called a spotted weakfish, I think, because his mouth is so soft, and we should start casting because they can travel in schools.
That's a fact.
You bet. And there's the bait right there. Randy's swimming runner, and that's it. More fishing. O'Neill will catch one in a minute, I promise. I think.
O'Neill Outside, brought to you by the Whitetail Institute of North America, the Game Saver Food Saver Vacuum Sealing System, the Boat US Foundation, serving the nation's boaters, and Southern Link Wireless Communications Network.
That is a nice one there.
You got on the red? This man, David Horde, is a fisherman. I tell you what, you just come down here and whack them. David does most of his fishing in
Santee Cooper.
Santee Cooper, catfish capital of the world. There you are. Spot-tail bass or a redfish. And there you go. And Kevin, is this a keeper, sir?
That is.
That's a keeper. Come back, tell him, get real close to me, give me the slot limits, please, sir.
For Louisiana, our redfish have to be 16 inches long,
Okay.
and 27 is a slot. We can have one per person over 27. And that fish right there, is just about looking at him, is probably about 18 inches.
You bet.
That's a good fish.
And that we will have him or some of his cousins for dinner tonight on the big green egg, Mr. Redfish, and you'll catch tons of these down here in Barataria with towfield. Good job, everybody. Once you get in some trout, you can depend on catching quite a few. I don't know if this is going to be a keeper here, Kevin. He is a keeper. All right, we're going to swing him up, and there he comes. Kevin, come and talk to me now. What is the limit? Length limit's 12,
Yep.
and the number of trout you can catch in a day here in Louisiana.
25 per person.
Can you imagine that? Most places in Florida, it's 5. Some places 3.
That's right.
There's so many speckled trout here in the marsh that the limit is 25. And let me give you a chance, this is unrehearsed. On a given day that trout fishing is good and you've got 3 people in a boat, then that's how many do you catch?
75 trout.
75 trout almost every single day. I've done it many, many days here. Let you know the perspective of visiting here and fishing here. How big is the marsh?
It's about 30 miles from the Vista to the coast, Gulf Coast.
Okay.
And then about 90 miles wide from the mouth of the Mississippi River to where we are.
Now
here.
think about that. If it's a lake and it's shallow water, 3 feet deep, 4 feet deep, all over, it is a gigantic nursery for sea trout and reds. And the dependability is off the chart. Anytime you go here, I've been here a dozen times and I got a limit every single day. And you have them for dinner that night. Ones like this and bigger.
That's right.
Trout, great fish. They're aggressive. You throw something out there and they bite it. And there's another keeper trout right there. You'll catch them by the hundreds and hundreds. Just all you have to do is throw it out and reel it back. Randy's running rebel or Randy's running runner or something. It's good.
Yeah, it's a red.
Yeah.
He's headed towards you.
Get out of your way. Hand me that net, Kevin.
That's a red.
You're the redfish man, I think, aren't you? If I don't knock him off for you, he will catch you.
Let me get him up.
There you go. Oh boy, look at the pretty colors on this one, David.
That is a nice one.
Yes, get him out of there, son. Now, was that a guide call or not? Kevin said, there's a redfish next to that grass island over there, and there he is. Boy, what a pretty fish.
Look at that color.
Yes, indeed. Keeper red that we'll cook tonight. Throw it out and reel it back. Throw it out and reel it back. And throw it out and reel it back. Take him off there, brother. You bet. There he is, and there he is.
It don't get any better.
You bet. You won the contest, and you're making the most of it, son.
And I appreciate it, and this is a great place and a great time.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Wonderful. Thank you, Kevin.
All right.
This is a guide caught fish right here. Kevin says, throw right over there. And there's another trout for the dinner table, brother. Throw it out and reel it back. And throw it out and reel it back. You can fish it too fast, but you can't fish it too slow. A road runner. Fresh and salt water. The most important connection between you and the fish, indeed the only connection, is your fishing line. Line twist on a spinning reel can make the day long, frustrating, and not very productive. You have to care for your line, and we could talk about that for hours and hours. Here's 2 things you should do. Number 1, you put the line on a spinning reel, spool to spool like this, not like this. It's guaranteed twist if you do it like that. Put it on there like that. Number 2, if you don't want to buy large spools, which I do recommend, go to Bass Pro and let them put line on just exactly how much you need. It'll be nice and fresh. The last thing to do, however, no matter how it goes on, is use some real magic. Even before the fishing day begins, spray some real magic on your monofilament line. It will relax the line and make fishing easier. And that is your True Turn Tackle Tip of the Week.
This portion of O'Neill Outside is presented by your Southeast Toyota dealer, Bojangles Chicken and Biscuits, and Year One Muscle Car Parts.
The next day, the weather cleared up quite a bit. We thought we would give it a try, and it was productive. Redfish, all right, mighty fine. Sweet.
He's our redfish slayer, isn't he?
Yeah, he is a redfish man. That'd be a keeper, wouldn't it?
Yep.
That's a keeper red. What do you call this place here, Kevin?
We call this the houseboat canal. At one time there used to be a houseboat park on the end of the canal.
Yeah.
And that's why they got his name. But this is just a pipeline canal that they dug to get to the oil wells, you know.
I see.
So it's an old canal. Not many people fish it anymore. It's pretty much silted in with mud. Yeah, I seen when we ran in how shallow it was. You seen the mud that was kicking up. Yeah. So not a lot of boats come back here and try to take this.
This your hideout back in here.
Secret spot.
This your hideout.
That's
I
right.
understand. What are you doing different?
I didn't do the fish dance today.
There. Keep casting. That's what you're
There you
doing,
go.
right?
Don't never give up.
Oh, flounder. There's the bait of choice. Road runner with a plastic trailer, be it redfish or trout or even flounder. And that's a spotted flounder, and he's a keeper, isn't he?
That's right. That lure's been working for him all morning, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's got the touch.
That's it.
He's got the speed, sure enough. What a great combination. Throw it out and reel it back. As I've done so many times before, I want to introduce you to Théophile Bourgeois. We're staying at the Cajun Vista Lodge. I want you to feel confident about being here, visiting with him, and being entertained here in the marsh. So the ball is all yours. Tell us about the place.
Well, what we got a little fishing lodge down on the bayou. We're just 19 miles from New Orleans. So it sleeps 52 people. We got a meeting room hold about 100 people. But today you're here with 20. So we got a nice little group here having some good foods, good eats, a couple cold ones. Lots of food.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta do the food.
Food is just
and
absolute.
fishing. We gotta talk about fishing too.
We're talking about
fishing. Yeah, we
fishing
fish
too.
down in the bayou too. You know?
Redfish, trout,
Yeah.
and so many other things.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And the beautiful thing about being here at Cajun Vista with Théophile is that you stay in the lodge,
yeah.
you eat there,
Come on out and get in the boat.
walk out and get in the boat, bring a group. I have
Yeah.
20 here right now. It's a beautiful experience, and I'll tell you what, here's a really special treat too, the flyouts.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Well, we offer seaplane trips out to the Chandelier Islands, which is a barrier islands that run from the mouth of the Mississippi River all the way back to Mississippi. So it's 55 miles of islands out there. We fly over with seaplane and do a lot of wade fishing and a lot of topwater action. So a lot of big fish.
World famous, the Cajun Vista Lodge. Go to
NewOrleansFishing.com.
NewOrleansFishing.com.
There you go.
And do it soon. You owe yourself this trip.
No doubt.
And meet this fella right here.
As always, guys.
You bet.
Now, this week's Big Green Egg wild game and fish recipe.
How does this sound? Strawberry chipotle barbecue sauce on redfish. If I get this done, it'll be a miracle, but I know you'll want to. Now, last time I was at Théophile Bourgeois, his place down in Barataria, we caught redfish, and he had a game saver, food saver. I froze the fish while I was there in vacuum bags, and that was quite a while ago. Okay, start with a paella pan at 375 degrees on the egg, on that natural charcoal. Olive oil, onions, and I'm gonna high speed this up a little bit because this is only a half-hour show. Ready? Strawberries, garlic, vinegar, chipotle sauce. Is that the way you say that? Chipotle? You know what I mean. Dijon mustard. I'm gonna surprise you guys. I'm gonna get this done, and it's gonna be just right. You wait and see. and onions, spring onions, and some water. Let me get that started. This paella pan on the grill, on the big green egg, this works beautifully because you get all of that dimension of cooking in so many ways. That I'll tell you what, that lump charcoal, fabulous. Now these babies will cook at the same time. That's redfish fillets. The ones you get to keep down in Barataria, the smallest ones, or the smaller ones, are the best ones. Okay? Ta-da! O'Neill did it. I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll have it for lunch. Redfish fillets, grilled on the big green egg with, grab this now, strawberry chipotle barbecue sauce. Is that enough of a deal for you to try it? Oh, I'll bet it is. And you can get the recipe by going to o'neilloutside.com, biggreenegg.com. Big Green Egg, the ultimate cooking experience, I promise.
There's more O'Neill Outside coming up. But first, let's thank these sponsors. Works Yard and Do-It-Yourself Tools. Enforcer Fire Aid 2000. Don't fight fires, extinguish them. Fisher's Choice Canned Baits. O'Neill Outside Signature Sunglasses from Solar Bat. And the Georgia Department of Tourism and Economic Development.
Looking good. You looking good, O'Neill.
I love redfish. They bite. They're always hungry, and they're always biting. I always take it slow to make them bigger, Tofil.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Ah, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Got a man there, cuz. Nice.
So this won't be wasted time here. How many guides do you have? How many boats?
Well, we got about 10 guys that we actually kind of say full-time guys, but down here in the bayou, we actually can handle a group up to 100 people.
Oh,
So
man.
we got 30 guides down here that are available and ready to fish.
Do they all sound like you?
Pretty much.
Yes, so.
Pretty much, all from down the bayou for sure. But that's a good fish there, cuz.
Yeah, I believe
That one's gonna be longer than this show. We have to cut this tape sooner
Yeah.
or later because there's no way to be all in this fight. That's cool. It's a good, probably got a good 10-pound redfish, maybe 15, 20 if it gets off, but that ain't gonna happen, right?
If he gets off, he's 30.
Woo, now you talk. That's good.
Look here.
Oh, he's doing it up.
Safe,
know.
close,
Close to
big
the city.
boats, experienced
Oh, yeah.
guides, fabulous food.
Yeah. And only 19 miles from Bourbon Street. That could be bad. It is for some of them. I won't give them no slack.
One of the tips I always tell people about, and I do it over and over again, show after show after show, ad nauseum, you retie after every fish, and before you start fishing that day, you take off a rod length of line because you don't know what happened the last half an hour of the trip. And the line is your connection to the fish.
To that monster.
Yeah.
You're gonna feed the house tonight, boy.
This,
Oh,
we got color, Tofil.
Oh,
I love redfish.
Oh, yeah.
They have some tournaments around sometime, don't they? And the fish with the most spots.
right. Oh, yeah. Yep. There you go, cuz. Oh, all right, Mr. Red. Oh, man.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa! That's a good one
Ah,
for these
you're
waters,
talking.
isn't it, Tofil?
Oh, yeah. That's about the biggest you're gonna get inside here. That's cool. That's beautiful. Beautiful fish there, O'Neill.
Yes, sir. I'm proud for him on Casey's Classic Runner
Yes, indeed.
with Tofil.
He's
Bourgeois, and-
O'Neill's redfish runner right now.
Yeah, that's right. I'll claim it.
There you go.
Yeah, good job. Everybody all.
Yeah. Cool.
Good job.
Nice.
And is that a keeper or is he in the slot?
Oh, yeah. He's a keeper.
He's a
Yeah.
keeper.
You allowed 1 over 27. That's him.
Oh, you won? One over
One person over
27?
27. Yeah.
How much
That's
does
him.
that fish weigh, Tofil?
Guide weight? About 20.
Yeah, okay. Real, real weight?
The real weight, probably 12.
Okay.
12.
I would say so too.
Yeah.
You got to give this a try. NewOrleansFishing.com. Bring a group and fish with towfield.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Get you something like this, boy.
Before I leave you today, boys and girls, I have something personal for you. I've been in this business now for 36 years. Can you imagine that? I've come to appreciate my audience, you guys out there that watch the program. So I've done something I hope you'll think is special. An audience appreciation event. You can find out all about it on my website. Hunting gear, fishing tackle, coupons for free goods, grills, rifles, you name it. 58 different very valuable prizes provided by our sponsors. Go to o'neilloutside.com, find out how to enter. And once you do, you can re-enter every single day. And I hope you take the time to do it. Maybe you'll win something. Probably will. And I'll see you guys next week.